Starting the morning out by putting a whole bunch of hairpins, clips in a toolbox so that we have them. Oops. Oh well, at least they're still in the toolbox. Crane showed up. They are setting the roof auger up on top. Well, not entirely the roof auger, but the auger that goes from the smaller bin right in front of you to the new bin up top of there. So I was going to blow the baler off, but I will just patiently wait my turn so that way I can get through the driveway. Piece by piece it'll go together. Join back up with you a little bit. We'll keep the video rolling. So I noticed something on my Gator when I left over there. Somebody put a sticker on it that I think I might keep. I like it. Yeah. One bad thing is I kind of like it right here, but I don't know what to mount the thing. Take a couple zip ties and zip tie it there, but then I don't know what would secure it down here. I don't know. I was thinking of maybe putting it down here. I get some options I can work with, or I could really easy stick it right there. But I know what happened with that Gorilla Tape, or that Gorilla Tape, when I went to go remove it off my 835M roof. It took the paint with it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Actually, I kind of like it over here, realistically. I don't know. Let me know what you guys like. I mean, I do see that I have holes down here that I could make something up. I don't know. This way it don't block a whole lot of stuff up here. I don't know. Why don't you guys let me know what you think. Or I could just zip tie it somewhere on the headache rack here. Well, I guess while I'm waiting, I can put some gas in this blower, because there's going to be more blowing straw and dirt off the baler than what gas we have in the tank. Got her all filled. Had to leave a little bit of room for this goofy fill cap. And I believe I hear that 6120 coming home. I think I hear it coming up the drive. There it is. So we got our loader tractor back in service now. It was a hose clamp that ran to the def tank, snaked its way up under the cab, pulled the floor out, and there was a little access door underneath the floor. That we were able to get to fix it and tighten the clamp up. We're gonna put some grease in it because, especially this loader, because what'll happen, these pins and everything take grease. You can see here, there's a little bit of grease on a fitting yet. That, there are pins inside of here. And it's supposed to travel a little bit like that. That is normal wear, how things are put together. The reason we're going to be putting grease in this loader, and I'm just using this cylinder as an example, is because if you don't put grease in this stuff, what'll happen is metal on metal will just start wearing its way out further into the loader arm itself, and it'll eventually start wearing into the, well, whether it be a cylinder, whether it be a loader pin down there on that quick attach, or a pin like up here, it'll start wearing into it, and this will not be secure to your loader apparatus anymore. It'll be all floppy, loosey-goosey, and it'll be worse than what it would have been if you would have just put grease in it to begin with. So that is why we grease our equipment, is so that we do not have malfunctions and we can keep our equipment well in service. Brought the baler back here. Just got done blowing it all off. So that way I can grease it like it's supposed to be greased. And we can keep it in good running order. Just something about Milwaukee products that make a guy go, that's a heavy duty tool. You buy one, you buy two, you buy three, you buy four. Pretty soon you got 10, 15, 20 Milwaukee tools. So I got the baler in here, I was getting ready to grease it. And, oh shoot, mine away for Kimball. Oh. Oops, sorry bud. Nope, you're good. Okay. Good deal. So, what I was talking about was this holder here. How it is absolutely useless. Because you cannot see your drawbar whatsoever. Okay. Now I'm probably doing this wrong, but I'm sure this thing spins like that. And it needs to come, you know, well, it needs to house the or needs to hold it off to one side or the other, not directly over front or over top of the pin where you cannot get the pin out if need be. But it's the way the manufacturers made the darn thing, so it is what it is. It's just easier to do away with that darn thing. Just separate the thing in half and grease to one half. And then, before you put that on there, it's easier to grease this so you're not trying to fight yourself with trying to keep both halves together. You guys might do it differently than I do. I don't know. That's the great thing about YouTube, is you can learn from one another. Stupidest freaking thing ever. You gotta have tools to take a guard loose or a plug to get down in here to spin this where you want it to get to a grease fitting. It's just the most stupidest thing ever. Actually, I bet you I can probably get to it because the fitting is right to there. I could probably get to it with it being at this triangle like it is. I mean, I don't like the looks of how much stress, but I guess that's why this is a spring. And there's the grease. I love it when things like that work out, but it is very seldom that stops at that point. 9 times out of 10 it will stop facing up. Then I have to take this plug out and go right down from the top. How it ended up like that, it's all because of God. Okay, so here's something that annoys me. And I'm sure it annoys, well, if I started out with the right screwdriver. And I'm sure it annoys every farmer that owns a, yeah. All I'm looking for is a little screwdriver. Yeah, found it. It annoys me, and I'm sure everybody else that owns a BC 5070, is that holder there is absolutely useless. And there's a grease fitting back behind this cover here. Why? Well, I know why New Holland did it like this. And I gotta get a longer screwdriver so that this clears that flywheel. But the thing, I know I'm rambling, is there's a grease fitting back behind that plastic guard. Why in the heck would manufacturers put a grease fitting back behind a guard is entirely beyond me. I have no idea why whatsoever. The reasoning behind it, it is just absolutely dumb in my opinion, and that is going to, if I can get on the darn thing. So you guys tell me, how are you able to grease that with that guard on it? Almost have tempted to just do away with the stupid guard, because somebody probably got hurt into Baylor because they didn't have a guard over that. Why all of a sudden did we have to start putting a guard over these flywheels when the old 570, 575s didn't have a guard on the flywheel? I don't know. Then too, it's a good thing I took this off, because I completely didn't even remember there being a grease fitting in here to grease this universal, which the fitting is right here. Greases this universal, and I gotta grease that there. So it's a good thing I took this off. So Dad showed up right at the last minute. He went back to go get a wagon. I just got that thing all greased. Don't take much grease to put in a fitting, because if you over grease, well, then that is no mucho good. You can see right there is the fresh grease. Okay? Right there. And you can see fresh grease. Okay? You don't need to over grease, or you don't need to grease until you see the grease. You just need to know that the grease is going in the pin. If you wait to see grease, then you are over-greasing your machine, which is mucho bad. Got the adapters all put where they're supposed to be, right on these bolt heads here, so you always remember, or so you always know where your adapters are. Got hitch clips for wagons later, and we're gonna go pull wagons with 3010. First wagon is put away. So yeah. Next wagon is hooked up. Crane going back up on its feet. Had a tire blowout on him. They had to redo that auger up there. Everything happens for a reason. Well, there's a blimp up there. He just went behind the tree. He's just flying over the gravel pit. Man, it's always a sight to see the blimp. Well, so the inside is all done. Now all we gotta do is just clean the mess up when we get time. Got the auger right where we want it. It'll make this easier to clean up. Don't know why they did it like that, but probably because the height of this changed, so that's why they had to use our steps. But they put steps here, this little cheater here to help you get in and out of the bin. Oh, I see why they put this here, so you can reach that one up there. No, very good. Okay. So yeah. Bin is all done. Good deal. I like the step here they put in. You kind of had to with it the way that it was. With it being up 6 more inches. Good deal. They left our bar and everything the same here, so that's good. Had to stop and put some pellets in for the little pigs because the feeder was all the way. They ripped the feeder out. It's just sitting here. There's no way to. I guess you could just zip tie it in, but the pigs would rip the zip ties apart. Keep on moving. Well, there's that stone I was talking about. So I wonder how long this lift has been sitting here with the batteries being flat like that. And the way you can tell that the key is on Yep, the key's left on. So, yeah, we probably got dead battery. Yeah. I tell you what, this wagon is all nice and quiet because it's all welded tight. It don't bang and clang like them other ones. This one's all nice and quiet. Don't really want to be on that side of the wagon because of all the darn dust, but nothing I can do here. More wagons. Should just be able to pull up. Is this one got a hitch? Of course not. Got hooked up. Another one. I just needed a break. Just needed to walk away, stretch my legs. The garden has been neglected, but we've been so darn busy. Oh, between pulling wagons, might as well stop here and get 4 balls of twine for the baler. Finally, he said just let them other 2 over there because he might need a partial wagon yet after getting that one full. So we'll just let this tractor here in the building hook to this wagon because this will be the first one that gets unloaded in the morning or when it rains. Had quite a bit of straw left over from last year. We got, I think we got all that filled in back that way behind the hay. You guys recall that was all empty. This was all empty. What we're most likely gonna do is just, we're either gonna, if we have enough help, we're either gonna push a wagon partially way into building, and some guys will throw up that way, some guys will throw down here, depending on how much help we have. If we don't have that much help, we'll just fill that in when we bring this out to stabilize it as we go up. When it gets out to here, so we can just throw up there with the guy that's standing on there when it comes out every so often. That's why we're doing it that way, this way. 1,885 bales baled today on all them wagons. Well, we had what, 1, 2, 3 wagons go to individual customers, but still, that's good. We won't even need near as much to fill the rest of this building or this barn. Now, I was gonna go work in the garden for a little bit, see if I can get rid of them weeds, but I'm gonna go run the grain cart for a little bit. Do something I like doing. Not that, you know, I like working in the garden, but I like running the grain cart aside from pulling straw wagons like I done today. Did you guys get Delso all done, Pete? He's probably on the phone. Thing worked good the other day. I could hear Jason clear over here from way over the farm. He's probably on the phone though. That's all right. I'll just sit here until I'm needed. I guess it's working, or else I wouldn't be hearing noise. Be a good opportunity when we get all of our wheat done to give that machine a much needed bath. Yeah. You want me to go back down the other end, Pete?
Yeah.
I guess the thing is working after all. Go up here, get flipped around, try and move around on as little straw as possible. Man, I've never seen that combine go about, what, about 4 miles an hour in wheat. That's amazing. It was a horsepower problem all along. Man, rumor has that you can, when you're picking corn, you can go as fast as you can sit in the seat in that thing. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. So if there's anybody that's curious which way you turn the AC on a John Deere 7000 tractor, you wait till the little, I guess that would be the sun or something, comes up, and then the AC compressor will kick in. But you got to make sure that that little emblem right there shows up on the switch. And then it should be blowing nice cold air. But it's only a luxury. Oh no. I'm going down there to help see what's wrong. Uh-oh. I don't see that machine moving, so oh well. Can't say I did it because I wasn't running it. Easy. Oh boy. Darn belt just come off of the drive on the grain head. But we're back going again. Always something. Well, I guess now I can go back on up where I was supposed to be. I just come down here to see if he needed a hand, and by the time I did, he was just about finishing up. And unloading we will go. When he gets to the end, he'll flip around. He's gonna need to unload immediately. So as soon as his back end gets to about that tire track right there, okay, is when I'm gonna start coming in, and we're gonna begin the unloading process, because it is not efficient to let that machine sit when you have a empty grain cart. And empty dump trucks.
We'll have to go a little slower than we did the last time, Bert.
Alrighty. Is that a comfortable speed for you?
No, that's good.
Okay. So I did some math today while we were baling straw and I was pulling wagons. We got at least 130 bales of straw out of 4.5, 5 windrows of straw, which equaled a full wagon. 14 wagons was all that was in the field across from the farmhouse, and that was 1,885 bales. Oh, I'm not gonna get a little carried away in the front. Truck's leaning towards the house side. Shit. Oh, I know. It never even dawned on me to get out of the truck and put it up on the level. You know, it didn't even dawn on me. Gosh.
Oh, well, next time after you get done shoveling it.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, probably. That's why you always park the shit on the level ground. You don't fucking put it on slopes, grades, near trees, telephone poles, mailboxes. I should have known from the beginning. Check where the truck drivers put the stuff. Full enough. Lesson learned. Always make sure the truck is sitting level before you start to load or unload from the cart. Yeah, cleaned it all up, threw it back in the cart as you guys saw. Did I learn anything? Again, yeah. Make sure driver's park is level. So we don't have any more messes. Not like ending the day running the grain cart. We could have got it a little bit closer to that tarp, but that's okay. No mess was made. It's because the truck driver knew how to put the thing on the level ground. So once we get this little bit done here, 2024 wheat harvest will be done. Between 80 and 85 bushel an acre wheat, so that was about average. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.